Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm just testing out my equipment here. Had a little trouble with my Wi-Fi. Not sure if it's working. If anyone can hear me. Yeah, I haven't done a live in a long time. Yeah, I just need to test out things, make sure everything's working. I don't know if it is or not, or if I sound like a robot. Yeah, they said they were going to be enhancing my network or something like that today, and yeah, they really enhanced it. All right, they totally messed it up. Everybody's probably saying, "Whoa, wait a minute, he went live." Yeah, it's been a long time since I've gone live. Just let this go for a couple minutes, see what happens. Hey, crazy girl, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just testing. How am I sounding? Is everything working? Yeah, I was up on the panel earlier, and they said I sounded like a bomb. They were all cut out, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, right, Brad. Testing. Yeah, I was up on Eli's panel, and I was like, yeah, they were. Everybody usually don't have any trouble, but eh, yeah. Happy Friday. I think it's like I've been in this warpath game competition for the last 5 days. It's like a 25. And I've been keeping myself up to go to the competition. But he signed and it's like, okay, guys, guess what? We're going to participate, whether we like it or not. But oh yeah, figures. Yeah, it's in it. Yeah, hopefully they'll fix it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, testing one, two, three. It's not too bad. It's a little bit off. Yeah, this yeah, this competition is crazy. It's a lot of fighting. We're competing against probably 10, 10 other alliances. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, they're supposed to be running a check on the system for the next 24 hours. So we're have to live to see what's going on with it. I mean, yeah, this is like the first time ever I've had like any kind of internet problem since I've been connected to the Wi-Fi, and I don't know what they did. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any kind of a stream, and once we get out figured out, yeah, I'm gonna probably do some panels. I think tomorrow I'm gonna probably do some filming. Yeah, we got new camera equipment to test out, and hey, Mr. Bean, how are you? Yeah, yeah, tomorrow. Hopefully, the weather will be good enough for a do investigation. There's about three cemeteries we want to go to. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I've been like had internet issues tonight, so it's like living. So the cable company can figure out what the problem is. So it's supposed to be in my system now. So if there's like any connection problems, they should be able to work on it or troubleshoot it, like they said. Yeah, right, Ancient. Yeah, that's another member of my team. Decided to drop in, see what was going on. Yeah, it's five of us on our team, and Ancient is our resident ufologist and top paranormal investigator. He has probably over 40 years experience in both ufology and the paranormal field. Oh, hey, cowgirl, how are you? Yeah, yeah, the two of us do the investigations. I don't know if I'm gonna do. I don't know if I can do a panel. I don't know how good my internet is right now. I was on another panel and they sounded like robots, and they said I sounded like a robot. And then actually got kicked off the panel by the internet connection. I'm like, that doesn't happen to me. I mean, I usually could go like 4 or 5 hours on a panel, no problems, but tonight, nah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do panels, but I yeah, I just don't know what's going on with the system. The internet has been acting like sluggish. Let me just kill the volume on this. Okay. I'm just YouTube checking things out real quick. Ah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, actually, with yeah, with this system. Oh, come on. Yeah, I know how to hand out wrenches and things like that. Oh, hey Skinner, how are you? Oh, hey. Oh, hey CW. Wow, everybody's coming coming in to check me out. Yeah, just having like internet problems, and I got didn't work. I don't know if they're straightening them out or not. Yeah, just talked to somebody from the cable company. They said, yeah, they're going to monitor the system and see what happens. no. What that? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think we did. Oh, hey Jackie, how are you? Oh, hey, yeah, I just decided to run a test on my panel, somebody's panel. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit. Yeah, been a long day. Yeah, I'm in like a 25-day Warpath game competition. Well, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't want to go. It's just yeah, I got one officer under my command that yeah, he was inactive for a while, so he didn't know the rules of the game. That if he signed up for the competition, he was signing up all 149 of us. So yeah, we have to fight for the next 25 days. We can sleep when we have to build our territory. It's yeah, really complicated. And a lot of the people in my alliance joined my alliance so they wouldn't have to go to the competition because we never. It's like the fourth or fifth one we've stayed out of. Oh yeah, until now. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Drop links and stuff. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss? Jack. So far in the competition, I've made probably 5,000 kills, which is not bad. I'm not like one of the top fighters in the competition, but I'm like the one that's been protecting pretty much everyone else in the alliance. Well, how can I do that? Well, the game is called Warpath. It's like a war. It's like kind of like a supposed to be like a World War II combat simulation type game. You get a base. You have 5 units to protect your base. Tanks, rocket launchers, other things. But it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like they mixed up World War II with the Manhattan Project and all these other projects. Yeah, our bases can teleport from one city to another. It's weird. It's like it totally is. Yeah, totally crazy. Ooh, Pokemon. Oh, hey Dustin, what's up? Gee, you got people coming in. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how how the system's gonna work. I okay, where the heck? Yeah, now I gotta figure out where the link is. Oh, jeez. Ah, okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up, we can try this. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. Anybody wants to pop up for a minute? Oh, 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 somebody's Mr. Bean.
How you doing? Good. I'm gonna change my name real quick. I don't like to be called that for right now.
All right.
Go back to my original name. Here we go.
Okay, George. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know the character well.
Yeah, Mr. Bean's funny.
My dad was into all those. Yeah, my dad was actually still is into a lot of the old comedy. Mr. Bean.
That
Yeah,
girl
he even
Jackie.
got me watching Benny
Hello.
Hill.
I think I put her link
Oh yeah,
down a while ago.
there's Jackie.
Yeah, I put your link down, Jackie.
Okay, so far so good. I'm not hearing any robotic stuff right now. So yeah, they
No,
might
because
be
I
working
turn
on
off
it.
my
And I
YouTube. If you hit that far left button and turn off your YouTube and you come back in here, you don't have all that feedback and everything. You're welcome, Jackie. I can't put nothing in chat from this part on cell phone here. I don't got two devices. I do, but not very good. The second one ain't very good. You put you in my camera folder. Tilt this back just a hair so you don't see all my damn tattoos. Here we go. I don't want to porn bomb you with my tattoos.
yeah, it's all right.
No, it wouldn't be either. That ain't all right.
I don't know. Like I doubt anyone would pay too much attention to this channel. Yeah, I'm usually on everybody else's panel, but tonight, why not? The full version of StreamYard. I could have like 10 people on my panel, but so busy with other people's panels, I'm like,
Man, I tell you what, all you need is
really
really
have
for
time
you and
to
three
do my
others
own.
because everybody talks over everybody. Yeah, I'll put the good looking picture up. There we go. Good looking picture.
Yeah, right?
Hell, next time I have a panel, come on up, Dave. All I
Yeah,
gotta do is see
I'm
your
working
face.
on it. I'm
That's it.
trying to.
After I get used to it, after a while, hell, you don't have to show me. But I don't want to say that too loud because of the
Uh huh.
throat.
see. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with my alliance.
I have no idea. I'm
It's
not
like,
there.
yeah, this morning I woke up. Yeah, I woke up, turned on the game, and all our bases got blown up.
Are you playing a game right now?
I think we have a Tim.
Oh, Jedi or Jetty is how you pronounce that. Jetty.
Shovel
Hello,
and
George.
Jedi, like
Hello.
Star Wars.
I don't know. Well, I haven't watched Star Wars in like 30 years. I don't know what to tell you. There's Wolfenhound.
How's David?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Oh, hey, Wolf.
Hi, Wolf.
Got Wolf and Hound in here.
So what you
Yeah, my
talking about,
Wi-Fi's
Dave?
acting up a little bit tonight. I don't know, just coming up, testing out things, trying to see how my Wi-Fi connection is, and yeah, I don't know what the
Well, it
problem is.
depends on
But they said they were
it
working
depends on your
today, and they were
connection.
going to start at 8.
I hope we don't lose Dave.
Yeah.
If he does, he's gonna have to come back on.
Haha.
Hey, I kicked myself out several times on panel. I know how that feels.
So George, you like Mr. Bean, huh?
Yeah, I got kicked off the panel
Yeah, I like
tonight. I'm like,
Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean used to be my dog.
Oh,
Oh God, someone get rid of that dude. Oh, okay, Nightbot got it. All right, cool. I didn't even know you had Nightbot.
oh yeah, I do have a Nightbot.
I've seen someone kick Nightbot off once.
Oh, I set this channel up for everything. Are you kidding me? Being a mod in so many channels, I know what to do.
well, that sounds good, Dave. That means you're prepared for everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, when I set up this channel, I got Nightbot right on, first up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a smartphone. I have a smart ass phone, so I might get bumped off here pretty quick.
Love that one. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it gets along with StreamYard like lava and people, you know.
Yeah.
Lava looks great, except up close. Then you get crunchy.
Yeah, don't you? Or you'll get something liquefied.
Mm-hmm. So, Dave, what kind of things that you want to do with your interviews and stuff? Are you there?
Yeah, I know I was one.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing now. I'm probably going to do paranormal panels,
Mm-hmm.
a few things
I
like
mean, we
that.
had a pretty good one earlier tonight. I was glad to have
Yeah,
you
I
sit
know,
in.
but my Wi-Fi just said, "Nah, you're not going to be up."
Mm-hmm.
Like, kick me right out.
Yeah, I'm kind of stingy with my Wi-Fi. I usually steal it from a neighbor. So,
Let me ask you something about spirits. You ever had them in your dreams?
Yeah, I tried doing that
unfortunately, yeah.
for a
I had to. They want me to go dig something up, and about
Yeah.
10 months later, I went to that spot and I finally found it,
Oh,
but I didn't dig it up. Should I dig it up or not?
oh, yeah.
How did it make you feel when you got the message?
Um, well,
Uh,
when
yeah,
I in my mentions in
I
my
don't believe that's
dream that
for what kind of spirits they are. They had one.
I was in this little area where it looked green, but you could tell there was something there at one time, but everything else was dead. And then when I got to that spot and I saw it and I realized what it was, it's like, how did it know that I was going to go there 10 months later? You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't know where this spot was. And this spot ain't nowhere near
Yeah.
my place. It's like a couple counties
Mhm.
away. And I
Well,
got there, I saw it. I just don't know what I was going to dig for. And I know exactly where to dig. I just don't know what I'm digging. It didn't tell me that.
right.
I used to live
I
in this
mean, did
haunted
it make you
motorcycle
feel?
shop, is what it was. And I slept there for like 4 years. And I was
Mhm.
homeless for 4 years. And I had a dream there at the shop, at the motorcycle shop. And they told me in my dream that when you see this spot, dig this spot up. Well, I saw it, but I didn't go down there and dig it because I didn't know if I should or shouldn't. Everybody told me no, but some people says maybe, yes, but it was more no than anything. I know where
Mhm.
it's at now. I mean, I can always go back, but I'm trying to get more advice. Should or should I not? Because I don't want this damn thing to
Well,
come home with me.
let me ask you this question. Why is it taking so long for you to ask that question?
Oh, I've been asking that question, just no one can answer it.
Well, you're answering your own question. You realize that? There's
Well, I
something
want
that's
to dig
holding
it.
you.
I want to dig it up, but everybody tells me no.
Listen to what they're saying.
Well, I don't live in the shop no more. I mean, I don't have these
Right.
dreams like I used to.
Right.
But I really want to go back to that motorcycle shop and ghost hunt overnight in that place. I think the owner will
Do you
let me
know
do
the?
it without a problem, even with all the stuff that he's got there, because I used to
Right.
stay there before. Not with him there, but he knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to go there to
Right.
ghost hunt. I really do.
Talk to him and see how he feels about it. If he says
Okay.
no, don't do it.
Okay.
Because the one thing that's holding you back is there's a reluctance there, and it's your inner voice that's kind of putting a hand to your collar, saying, "Wait a minute." And with everybody saying no, 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 there's a
It's
pattern
making
that's
me go
developed there.
not to do it.
Have you
You know
noticed
what
it?
I'm saying? But I'm still curious to go do it anyway, just to see what happens.
Hey, the old saying goes, "Curiosity killed the cat."
Exactly. And I'm curious
Uh,
George. I shouldn't name myself that.
well, put it this way: my ex was a curiosity. I was told, stay away from that person. That person's crazy as you know what, and that person is this, that person is that, and I'm still curious. Seemed like they were fine with me. Yeah, got with that person for a while and found out that they were shacking up with their ex-husband.
Oh my goodness. 2 for 1, huh?
Well, and first of all, I don't take sloppy seconds. Second of all, I don't share. And third of all, that's some crazy stuff.
And that's the truth. I'm married. I've been married for 10 years, but the last 9 years, she's still out there whoring around. I have no idea where she lives. I have no clue. She has no idea where I live.
Oh,
But she cheated
my.
on me. I says, "Oh, you cheated on me, then we're done. I'll rack up all
Yep.
kinds of bills. When I die, you'll get them all."
Yeah, sweet revenge.
And she won't sign the damn papers. And I'm not
Oh, of
smart
course
enough
not.
to go in there, and I'm not paying $1,500 to go get a damn divorce, and we have no kids. I'm not doing it. I'll just rack up a bunch of bills and make that girl pay me after I'm gone.
Well, you can always head out to Vegas and get one of those default ones.
What's that?
That's where you're the one party is saying, "Hey, I got abandoned 9 years ago," and the judge will grant you that, and it'll be like a week and a half.
Oh shit, where's this at now? I need to go there.
In Nevada, Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'm only like 5 states away. That's not bad. I can almost walk there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Kentucky, and no vehicle.
Well, there. Well, just save the pennies. You know, take.
That's the truth. My retirement check won't let me save pennies. I'm broke every month.
Put it this way: if you want fine copper wire, you hand me a Lincoln penny and ask for it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, David, you are married, right?
Dave?
No, I'm single right now.
Oh, there he is.
Totally
He's
single.
quiet. Oh, you're single.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, you're the best one of us all.
Oh yeah.
Just remember, David, the world's most dangerous food is a wedding cake, okay?
You know why guys get on their on one knee to ask for marriage? They're not proposing to the girls, they're proposing to something else. They don't care about the girl.
Just remember, David, now when you're in your deep romance, remember those 3 magic words, okay? You're going to be in that moment. You're going to be in bed. You're going to be with the girl, and you're going to be hot and heavy, and she's going to say something or do something. And those 3 magic words, $100. So be careful. Just be careful.
Oh.
And STDs are for free. Just watch out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried not to joke during the previous stream with David because we were in some pretty heavy subject there. We were talking some life and death stuff there, George.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, it comes down to, you know, if you're spiritual, okay? Somebody asked me, well, you're a Christian, right? And I go, yeah. And he says, well, why do you believe in ghosts? Well, I believe in the Holy Ghost. So it goes to figure, you know?
Yeah.
And you have to know good from evil, you know? And you have to know the truth from what you think is the truth, you know? Remember, the biggest lie is the one that's closest to the truth, you know? And when you're out there and you hear something and you see something and it's 3 o'clock in the morning,
yep, absolutely.
And you know nobody's around and that twig snaps, you see those eyes or you hear that growl behind you, what are you going to do?
I'll be locked up
Okay.
for free until you figure out what it is.
You either better be Spider-Man, climb that tree right damn quick, or you better have better tied tennis shoes than the next guy.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Okay. And you want to see a fat man break the 50-meter dash? Have me do that. Okay. I mean, I faced down some pretty nasty things in my time. 2-legged, 1-legged, Black Mass, Demon, and old Hob himself. Okay. We're talking the pitchfork guy. Okay. And I can tell you that in every case, even at the ultimate evil, there was something that protected me. Okay.
Okay.
And you got to have that protection.
Yep.
Now, whether you call it the higher power, whether you call it your will, whether you call it something else, you could call it Iron Man for all I care. You got to have that protection. If you don't go in there prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're already lost. You know, and it's like that's why I told Eli when he was having his experiences. You know, you got to go in there with the right attitude. If you don't go in respectful, if you don't go in there with a healthy fear, fear means respect. Okay. Are you going to go up and pet that nice doggy that's chomping at you?
Hell no.
You throw him a couple sticks. Okay. And after he's got his belly full, then you say, "Are we friends?" And he'll come and nose around you, and that tail starts wagging. Then you're on an even playing field there. When you're dealing with the demon, do you go in there saying, "Well, I'm going to provoke that mother"?
Well, I can tell you a story about the motorcycle shop. I had a guy, and he has all kinds of ghost equipment and everything. I says, "Okay, well, come on, I'll show you. I'm going to show you everything in this shop's got to offer, so there ain't no one in this place."
Right.
I turned on all the lights, took him in. This is 5 minutes total from out in the back parking lot, go inside the building, look around, turn off all the lights. In less than 5 minutes tops. That's all it took. And he goes, "Where you at, Richard, you son of a bitch?" And as soon as he said that, I seen that shadow go right through. And as soon as it went through, he jumped out, ran outside, and he goes, he didn't even care about his ghost equipment. That's how bad it was. I said, "Richard, don't get mad at him now. He doesn't know no better." And I done got used to the spirits there. I mean, there's a bunch in this motorcycle shop. I mean, a bunch. Daytime, nighttime, it don't make a difference what it is. You'll hear it, you'll see it, everything. And it's like, man, he ran out of that building. I had to go inside the building, grab all his equipment. His K2 meter was on solid red. He said, "I've never seen it on solid red. It just won't go off." I go, "I'm telling you, this place is haunted. I live here. I know what's here." And he won't step foot back on the property ever. He won't go to it. He's so freaked out so bad that he don't want nothing to do with that building. And I was laughing.
Yeah,
At
I
the
wouldn't
time, me and my wife just got married. And I still had the key to the motorcycle shop. And I showed that guy, and me and her we busted out laughing. I said, "I'm sorry, Richard. You know how some people are. They think they know better. They just don't. I love you anyway, man, but we're going to get out of here. Y'all take it easy." And I always say, "Good night. I love you." I swear up and down, you could hear the spirit going, "Good night. We love you too." I mean, as plain as day, everybody was around me. This guy will not step foot back in that place. He don't care what it is there. He don't care if it's something that he needs there. And it's the only thing. He ain't doing it. He refused to go back on that property. And I absolutely loved that place. I really did. They talked to me. The spirits were cool. Besides the Richard guy, the shadow dude. He was a little bit on he likes aggravating. He likes going through you and make you turn pale white, feel like you're going to throw up, feel like your heart's popping out of your chest, you're sweating bullets, you're freezing. You know what a spirit normally does when it goes through you. And I got used to that. It didn't bug me. It didn't bug me not one bit, but it sure did him, boy. I mean, and if you don't believe in spirits, hang out with me for an hour over there. I'll show you some spirits.
I was speaking about that, George, earlier tonight. David can back me up on that. I was talking about the previous tenant in the apartment that I'm in right now. She's still here. She died here, and her name's Faith. She pokes her head out of the restroom every once in a while. And it's a situation where people freak out when they say, you know, kind of an elderly grandma, you know, kind of like Aunt B from Andy Griffith, poke her head out around the corner. And I just made my peace with her. I accept that she's here. I just ask that she gives me space, and she does.
Hello, Mr. Solo.
That's why. Hi, Solo. I can't see chat the way I got things right now, but I was wondering, what state are you in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm in
What
RA
part of the United
for
States
now, but I'm a whole lot better off now than I did back then. But
oh yeah. Can I ask?
My family now. My family takes care of me because they don't want me to cook. Because the last time I cooked, almost burnt down the house. I forgot it was in there. My mind slipped. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not perfect, but they don't want me to cook. They want me to stay here with them. And you get tired of living with your family after a while. You know what I'm saying? They hear me talking to myself all the time, and then when they come in here, they see me actually on the phone. I'm not talking to myself no more. Well, I do, but I don't.
There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself as long as you don't argue.
I don't know. Okay. I always been though.
You know, when it comes to dealing with the spiritual side of things, you just trust that it's.
Oh boy.
You know,
yeah.
you've seen clouds, you've seen ice, and you've seen oceans, right? Right. I mean, you've seen 3 different kinds of water. Okay, you've seen solid, you've seen gas, you've seen liquid, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just like there's 3 kinds of people. There are the people that are real brainiacs. That's the mind people. There are people that walk around and they're built like a brick firehouse. Okay, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the earth kind. That's the body. Okay, and then there's the people like Billy Graham or somebody like that. That's the spiritual kind. Okay.
Local.
And we're supposed to strike a balance somewhere between those 3 extremes. Okay, it's like a 3-legged stool. Now, if you balance on 2 of those 3 legs, like leaning up against a wall, what's going to happen sooner or later?
You're going to fall.
You're going to fall on your ass. Okay, so it's a case where you want to have as good a grounding in those 3 areas as possible. You know, you get yourself educated. Doesn't mean book smart, doesn't mean street smart. You just get aware of who you are, where you are, and where you want to be. Okay, your body, be as healthy as possible. Okay, I just got diagnosed with a serious case of diabetes. Okay, and that's after almost my entire lifetime where I was opposite the other way, that I was chronic low blood sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making an adjustment now, but I'm going to have that balance with my body. Now I've got a good mindset, I hope. Okay. And I'm spiritually right with my maker. So it's a case where whatever your spiritual walk, that's up to you. You know, if you have all 3 of those bases covered, you're already a home run. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a case where I think that those spirits accepting you at the motorcycle shop, not to drop names or anything, but I happen to have been in one of the cable TV shows, the premiere episode of Paranormal Night Shift. Okay, that's been on the different Discovery channels.
Hello, Randy.
The story was true. That I worked in a radio station across the river from where I live. I live in the Midwest, and this building used to be a funeral home, and it was built specifically for the Spanish flu epidemic back in 1918. That was that big flu scare before we had the big problem here a couple of years ago that we can't say on YouTube. And so I got used to all the presences that were there in that funeral home. And here we're trying to be radio DJs. Okay. I'm working overnight and I'm the only person in the building, and I got stuff going on. I got doors opening and closing, stuff being thrown at me, coffee being thrown on the kitchen floor, stuff like this, you know? And even once in a while, they start playing with the radio stuff, which I really got mad about. Okay. I reached a balance after being there for several years. I was there about a decade, and I was able to be one of the only people that could walk in there without getting, the crap scared out of them, And I ended up talking about it on that show, and I think it's still on the air.
Huh.
So if you guys get a chance to check it out, it's called Paranormal Night Shift. It's from the same people that did Paranormal Lockdown and what was the other one? Paranormal State. So do you guys watch any of those kind of ghost shows?
I don't know. I don't have TV in the house. The only thing I got is a cell phone. I
Same
haven't
here.
had a TV in my house in many, many years. Hello, West Heaven.
Actually, I could recommend a couple of streaming services. They're free, and if you get a hold of me through YouTube, I'll let you know there, George.
All right.
So, David, how long have you been interested in the paranormal?
Yeah, I really don't like any shows on TV. I just don't like the way they're made.
Mm-hmm.
I was born to it pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of those shows, they're,
my
they're
dad, my dad and my friend Ancient were.
Mm-hmm. Your dad and relatives were sensitive to ghosts and stuff?
My family never talked about me.
Oh yeah, I mean George. I mean, if you were an average person and I saw a ghost, what would you think of me?
That you're crazy just like me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
That I had to get my head examined. Well,
I went to Western State Hospital, it's a mental hospital, because I had suicide thoughts. And this nurse kept looking in the room and says, George, are you okay? I said, well, come here. Let me ask you a question. She says, all right. You see these little shadow things on the wall? Yeah. Show me outside where they're at, because this is what I see all my life. And she looked on the wall. You could see them moving. You looked outside. I mean, look everywhere outside. She said, George, don't tell no one. Let's go out here. Let's get away. Let them have some space. And I'm in a mental hospital asking this nurse, where is those shadow people outside at? So I'm trying to figure out where this reflection is coming from. She couldn't answer the question. And then they disappeared. And I go, okay, I'm normal.
Sometimes it takes an experience like that.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I had a grandma that, everybody has one of those relatives that, they know the stories.
See, I didn't have nobody in my family I could go to on talking about ghosts and stuff. No one in my family believed it besides me, and I know what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen a video yet of the stuff I've seen in my lifetime. And I want answers so damn bad, but I don't know how to do the answers. Or I don't know how to get those answers.
Just
Why
answer.
do I have this gift?
Getting answers is asking the right question. Okay. Now, if you go outside and say, why is the sky green? Okay. You're not going to get the right answer now, are you?
I don't know. I've never seen the sky green before. I've seen it all the other colors, but not never green.
I've seen it green twice. Okay.
Is
Once
it
during a
tornado?
hell of a thunderstorm right before a major tornado came through,
Okay,
not
that's the
even
reason.
200 yards away. And the other time was because we had northern lights this far south in Illinois, and it was all green, big green curtains waving back and forth.
That,
You know,
that'd be
and
cool to
it's like,
see.
well, yeah, but I asked the right questions because why is the sky green? Well, it's because of those reasons. You know, there was a tornado and there was northern lights. You know, and hi to Randy and hi to Mayhem. But George, you know, when you walk into that motorcycle shop and you talk to that owner, okay, ask him, have you had any kind of experiences here? You know,
Oh, the guy who's
and
renting
if
that place has.
mm-hmm,
It has a lot. Whoever rents that building has all kinds of experience. Now, the landlord itself, him and his wife
mm-hmm,
don't believe in that stuff. Has no clue. Don't even want to hear about it. And they've been
oh
in the
wow,
building when there's tools dropped, and there's no one in the
mm-hmm,
building but me and him. And he goes, "Who's back here working?" I said, "The spirits." He just started laughing. He went back here. He looked, come back. He goes, "What was that noise?" I go, "The spirits." The spirits makes noises all the time, every day, night, all that. No, I don't believe in all that. And he never did. He won't believe in it, or he's in denial. You know what I'm saying?
right. I mean, he's looking right at it, and he'll still call it something else. You know.
Exactly. And when I lived in that motorcycle shop, that air compressor kicked on at 2 o'clock in the damn
Mm-hmm.
morning, and it was unplugged from the wall. Now, how does an air compressor kick on when it's unplugged?
And believe me, I've heard that noise that late at night, and I know what you're talking about. That boo 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 boo.
Oh no, you can go right up to it and feel it running, and it's not plugged in, and
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell?
yeah.
And then it just blows your mind. It's like, no one will never believe me. No one will never believe me. But back then, I didn't know what YouTube was. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand YouTube. I had a cell phone. I played games. I didn't care about all the other chat. Now I care now, and they say record everything. Now I record and I can't catch nothing.
You never know when. Okay, and
Oh yeah,
especially
I
if you
know
just
that.
stick your phone. If you stick your phone in that room before you walk in, just kind of give it a nice slow pan around, and then you look at it later, you might see something. You know,
Uh-huh.
in fact, one of the weirdest experiences, I think I related part of it to the earlier chat was David. You remember when I was talking about the little schoolhouse in Iowa?
Did he fell asleep?
I think his internet is kind of wonky on him.
Yeah.
Goes
It's
in
been
and
doing
out.
that all day to everybody. Everybody's been complaining about the internet. I didn't have no
Yeah,
problems
it's
when I
not
went
the
live for 2 hours. I didn't have no problem.
yeah.
Yeah, acting a little bit,
It's all
going
because
in
of the
out.
areas. It's because we have a big solar sunstorm. Okay, you've heard of the solar wind. Well, that's just basically it's flashing a really intense light at Earth,
Oh,
and
that could be.
it makes the atmosphere heat up and stir around. That's why it creates the northern lights, and it's a radio frequency, not just the lights. Okay, and when it becomes strong enough, it hits the frequency that our cell phones work on.
I tell you what, if we all lose our cell phones and everything, people wouldn't know what to do. Especially these kids today would have no clue what to
Believe
do.
it, I can tell you anything after Gen X, they're going to be in the Stone Age because if you're of a certain age, you remember rotary telephones. You
Oh my God,
remember
yeah.
You remember a solenoid in a car. You remember stick shift. You know,
Hell,
you
I remember
remember.
the double stick shift where you got to push in, shift down to neutral, let off the clutch, push back in, go into gear, let off, and go. I remember those. Hell, I'm 52. I ain't no young pup. I remember those days.
I'm just 5 years older than you,
And
and
hell, I
yeah,
remember the phone that used to crank, and all you got to do is spit out 5 numbers. That was it.
yep. Or you had the central gal you pick up and say, "Can you call so and so collect?" You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to have that, and we had, oh my God,
Nubs
payphones.
are going.
Yeah,
Nubs.
Can you imagine the kids trying to fish around for a quarter, to call somebody?
Yeah.
I got laughed at when I told the kid, here's a quarter, go call somebody. You know,
That kid will probably. I like how they do it because they'll put that quarter in. They won't never pick up the receiver. They'll just
oh
dial the
no,
number. It's like, am I doing something wrong?
yeah,
I
they're
love
looking,
it.
they're looking for the touch screen.
Anything. Or you hand them a cassette for a cassette player. They're like, it's got music on it. I need to listen to it.
I took my younger brother to our grandmother's house. He hadn't been there for a while, and she had that big blonde console thing sitting off to the side of the living room, and he was like, "No, what's that?" And I said, "That's the hi-fi." And he goes, "What's a hi-fi?" And I had to show him that it was a radio stereo with a record player inside the cabinet. And he was like, "My God." It was like he was absolutely in heaven because he loved all sorts of music, but he had never seen something. He says, "That's the biggest music player I've ever seen."
Oh my God. Hell, I
I
remember
said,
jam box. You don't even see jam boxes no more, like radios and stuff like that. You know how like people used to pack them on their shoulders and walk around and dance around. You don't see nothing like it no more. You can't even
I got
buy one. I don't think.
I got one sitting 5 feet from me right now.
Oh, really? I want to see it. Can I see it?
I'll
Come
have
on,
to.
it's memory.
Oh, I don't know if I could put it on the camera. Hang on, let me see if I can do it without getting bumped off. Dave, you're going to see something here pretty quick. Do you see it?
No, I see everything but it. Hang on, let me try to blow this up. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. It's underneath all that stuff. All right, I see it. Hey, I had one just like that too.
Yep. Still works too.
That's awesome. It's been a long time
Yeah.
since I've seen one.
Sorry, I don't
Appreciate
show my
that.
face, but not a problem. Sorry, don't show my face. I got a face for radio.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I can remember your face moving around as much as you did, but okay.
But thanks, Dave, for letting me pop in and talk with y'all. I didn't mean to see if I, seeming taking over here. Being an old DJ, I got well-oiled jaws.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've seen a gym box. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And kids don't understand that technology still exists elsewhere in the world.
Oh yeah.
If you go into Africa and stuff, they still play 8-track tapes. They still play cassettes. They
I
still
remember when
have
the cassette
vinyl.
used to be into the 8 tracks, and you had to put it into the 8 track just to listen to the cassette.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was in radio long enough that we went from 8-track tapes for each of the songs. We ended up going to CDs in the mid 90s. And then from CDs to what they called MP3 players. Now they're MP4s. But we went from single CDs to a playlist, which was like shall we say, an anthology CD. It was an album of all different acts from that particular record label. And then we went full digital back in 08. And I can tell you that night that we switched over from analog to digital, that was a frickin' nightmare. And that's also one of the nights that the Ghosts got kind of active I had 5 stations right at midnight. All 5 of them went down. And I was on the air at the time doing my own live show, as well as trying to keep the automation switching over. And then I was supposed to produce the morning shows for 4 of the 5 radio stations. So you can imagine how busy I was. I didn't have time for Ghostbusters crap, you know.
Hello,
but all of a sudden the doors start opening and closing, and then they started playing with the dials in the computer room, and I just said, I cut a blue streak and I said, you leave me alone. Let me set this stuff up, and if you want to listen to the music, fine, but don't touch anything. Finally, I heard one last door slam, which is usually they're saying, okay then, you know, like a 16-year-old girl, you know, and it's like, slam the door. And it's like 20 minutes later, I had everything on the air, and I was able to get all the stuff done by the time the morning shows came in. And they're going, well, how was the switch over? And I went, ha, 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 yeah, let me tell you. And
this guy's been having all EVPs in 1985 on cassette players, tape decks.
Mhm.
I am old, LOL. Yeah, I am too. One night, don't feel bad, man.
It's interesting that they say that, because, you know, EVPs have been around since literally Thomas Edison's time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's when record players they look like toilet rolls. Okay. But they were made of wax. Okay. And so if you can pick up a spirit voice on something as primitive as that, okay, that's like 1910 tech. Okay. That's amazing. That's to me evidence, you know. I mean, how many of our people in our chat here? I mean, I see Ancient. Hello, how are you? I see One Night. Love his stuff. And it's a case where, you know, everybody everywhere has their own methods, their own tech that they become, you know, that's their favorite, you know. It's like right now, the current flavor of the minute is an app called Spirit Talker. Well, I have the original generation of that called Perilous. Okay. And all it is it's a computer word bank. It's a dictionary, basically. And what the Spirit does is that it goes into the electronics at that radio frequency, picks out those words, and answers your questions. Okay. Now, they've been getting some pretty good results out of the Spirit Talker. But the Perilous, the original version of the app, I have full conversations with the gal that I'm dealing with right here at my house. I mean, that to me is shocking. You know, that just doesn't happen. You know. Oh, David, Ancient is one of your team members?
I use an old program called EVP Maker on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to work a computer.
Yep, he's one of my team members.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to high
Well,
school with my dad.
well, let me ask you this, George. Do you have an old cassette recorder anywhere?
No, not no more. I don't got nothing, anything anymore like I used to. Only thing
Well,
I got fancy now
I
is my
do.
cell phone and this
mhm.
camera stand. I hold it. That's about it.
I mean, yeah, you can get yourself like a GoPro for a couple $100, but I tell people if you don't get it off the shelf, just don't break your budget for it. You know, you really don't need a $3,500 custom spirit box that that goes oomph, blink, fart, and it sounds like R2D2 having a fit. Okay, it's one of those things where rather than blow that kind of money, I mean, I have a one digital recorder, I have an EMF meter, I have the Peerless app on my phone, I do have an SLS app for my camera, and it's a case where I can pick up stuff, and it's basic, and they were all free.
See, I got
Okay.
a digital recorder, but I don't know how to work the damn thing. It didn't
Hmm.
even come with instructions when I bought it. That's what's weird.
If you look it up online by the model number, that
Yeah.
might just Google it and see what you come up with.
Okay. I might have to
Okay.
do that. I might have to find that damn thing called.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can shoot me a message through my community page
Okay.
here.
I'll have to step down before he goes off the line so I can subscribe to you. It's all I have.
Oh, that's fine. Uh, and David, thank you again, because people like you are what's nice about YouTube, because you're not like a person that says, well, I have to get so many likes before I do X, or I have to do this before I give you, a T-shirt or something. You're just an open door, and that's all we need.
Well, that's what
Somebody
I
with
do. When I go live, I make everybody mods, and when I go on panel,
you.
everybody's more than welcome to come up. No
Sure.
trolls.
Absolutely. And the key to the whole thing is just be nice. Remember your manners. You know,
I do
we're
cuss
not
around,
us against
Paul.
them.
I got a bad habit of that, but that's just part of me and the way I was raised. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
But
I mean,
it's hard
I have
not
my
to on this
truckers.
thing. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, I have my trucker's mouth. I'll make
Oh
a
yeah,
I'll
I
make
do
a
too.
I'll make a sailor blush.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
right time, right place. And we're here just shooting the crap.
That's what I
You know.
like. That's what I want on my channel. I got 174 people. I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah.
179. I don't know exactly
Congratulations.
what I got. I got less than 180, and I'm happy with that. I don't want to get no bigger.
Congratulations.
I really don't.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm happy with
uh,
what I got.
yeah, same here. I mean,
If Mr. Solo's in there, he's got my channel. I don't know if anybody else in here's got mine or
mhm.
not. I know Solo's got mine, or I can step down and I'll put my link down.
And One Knight's making some good points here too, not only about tech, but he says exactly, it's respect. And what we can do there, One Night, if you click on our names, you'll see pop up. It says go to channel. Click on that, and that'll give you our link.
Yeah, well, you'll have to, once you click on that, go all the way up to the far right hand corner where the three dots are, and then copy it.
Mhm.
Copy the link.
That's right.
Here, I'm gonna get back out real quick, go down there, and I'll put some.
Okay.
I'll put mine
Could you
down, and if I see
could you
you
do me a
down there,
favor
I'll put you down.
if you can click on mine? Could you post my link too?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
I'll pop
won't
out.
have a problem. I could get back up because I done saved the screen guard thing. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Well, David, I think you got a very fertile ground here. I think you do a really nice job of having an open forum where people can talk and where people can have fun. That's the whole thing about doing this kind of thing. If you ain't having fun, why do it? You know, I mean, even the big guys, you know, with the millions of followers, they'll tell you, you know, they're miserable unless, you know, they're either making money or they're having fun, you know. And if and a couple of the big million follower type people, they've said, hey, you know, we can hang it up anytime. We just do it because it's fun. You know, there's one night, and I'm sorry if I gendered you wrong there, but one night, if with the Galaxy 21, I know that they have a really good sound recorder, and so if you go into your home list of apps, that's the things that are built into the phone itself. You'll see right underneath the camera listings, you'll see the sound recorder. If you don't have that, all you have to do is get one free app. It's called All Tools. It has 40 different kinds of gadgets. One functions as an EMF meter. It has a compass, the whole nine. But one of the things is a real good free sound recorder, and I use it all the time. And thank you, Mr. Bean, for posting one night there. Yeah, one night I come across All Tools a long time ago, and it's like the Swiss Army knife of phone apps. So, and the fact that it's free 98, you know, it's like doesn't cost you a cent. That's awesome. Dave, are you still on?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. My
I
internet's
was
just acting
I was
up
just
still.
oh, it's just that it makes you sound like you're far away from the phone. You know, I have that all the time. I'm really
Yeah.
surprised that I've lasted this long on StreamYard, because usually it bounces me like a ping pong ball in the Olympics.
Yeah. Right.
What I was going to ask you now, with your basic experience, have you been to um, any recognized hotspots? You know, like a famous, like a Waverly Hills or a Eastern State Penitentiary or places like that.
No, I haven't gone to any like real haunted places. Just around the
Hmm.
local cemeteries. A lot of
Okay.
places that a lot of the other investigators haven't gone to yet. So I've been like lucky with
Hmm.
getting good, necrophonic responses and other things like that.
Necrophonic is a good app. And what I would ask, just out of
I mean,
curiosity, I don't need to know your address or anything, but can I ask generally where are you in the country? About what state? I'm in
I'm in
Northwest
New
Illinois.
Haven.
Oh, you're in Connecticut?
Yeah, I'm in New.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm in
You
New Haven.
yeah, you have
Yep.
the Coast Guard Academy. You
In
have
New Haven.
yeah, you have the sub base there. You have the Naval Intelligence is right there. I think you have the Merchant Marine Academy there. If not there, it's nearby in Long Island. And
Yeah, that's up in Groton.
there he is. Hi,
Yeah,
George.
there we go. I was letting y'all know I
Yeah,
was
I'm
not
up in New Haven. Yeah, I know where. Yeah, I know where Groton is.
Oh yeah, I mean any of those locations, my friend,
I've
are
actually
fertile.
gone up there twice
Hmm.
around that area.
Right. Are you familiar with that ridge that runs up into Massachusetts, becomes the Berkshire Hills? It's right up in the northwest corner of Connecticut. I want to say it's about an hour northwest of Hartford. The reason why I'm asking is because there's a famous old Indian trail that runs below that, and that is one of the most haunted sites in New England, because that used to be their highway, if you will, from the Hudson to the Connecticut River. So that might be something for you to check out. You know, it's worth maybe a day trip. You know, George. Now, are you in the South or are you in the Southwest?
I'm in Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Okay. Love Kentucky. A lot of my family are from, you know, like Hazard County and north of Frankfort,
Okay, I'm over here in
Louisville.
Henderson,
Yep,
Kentucky.
been through there. You know, at Louisville, let me tell you, that's one of my favorite towns. But you get anywhere outside there, the accent seems to triple.
Oh yeah,
And I'm going
yeah,
like,
you got that right.
look, and I have to
My
play,
mom's
you know,
side of the family, a lot of them is from Louisville, but I don't remember what their last names was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what
mhm.
my mom's main name was before she married two people.
Well, if you know any Walkers, Johnsons, or Ageys, Aegyys, if you know any of those, they're likely cousins of mine.
No, well, I know some Johnsons. One guy, he's my best friend. He
Mhm.
just passed away a year
Oh,
ago, a
sorry to
little
hear.
over a year ago. He was a motorcycle mechanic.
Oh, okay. Do you think that he might have hung around you and made a home at
Do you see him?
at the
See the
shop?
picture of him? That's my friend
Gotcha.
Sean. That's his
Oh,
last name. I got
gotcha.
that done when he passed away. I knew him for 40 years.
Wow.
Died
Well,
of
he
cancer.
wasn't just a friend; he was a brother, man.
Yeah, he was. He's a brother. Yeah, he even called me a brother too.
Hmm.
We're family with different mothers.
There you go. You know, it's in Kentucky. What was interesting about that is because since Daniel Boone opened up that entire, you know, state, that had been hunting grounds for years and years for the Indians. Okay, I mean, tribes would come from hundreds of miles just to hunt in Kentucky and Tennessee. It was that fertile of area there.
Oh wow.
Um, you, yeah, if you get just east of where the hill country is, um, into some of the bigger valleys, you know, not quite to the Cumberland, but if you get over to what's that one town that's in the southeast of Kentucky? It's fairly big. It's
Bowling
about
Green
2 hours. Yeah, Bowling Green. If you get
or
down there,
Elizabethtown or something like that.
yeah, if you get down there, there's a ton of good haunts. The caves are phenomenal down there. I mean, my God, the Mammoth Cave, they just clocked in 530 miles of that thing.
Holy crap! Did they ever open up that one spot? Because I remember when you used to go down, everybody used to go to the left. They said they never found what was to the right. I wonder if they ever solved that.
Finally did right in the middle of the lockdowns.
Oh man, that's cool. I mean, it's not
They
cool
added,
because of lockdowns, but
huh?
that's cool. That's interesting.
They grew the Mammoth Cave by over 30% when they found that left turn.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's three major cave systems that all hook up now. I mean,
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
just incredible. You know, can you imagine how many thousands of Indians, how many thousands of colonials, how many thousands of settlers went down there, either lost their lives, left their fortunes, left their, you know, their autograph on the wall.
Oh yeah. There's
There's
no
stuff.
telling if that place is haunted or not. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
if I go
absolutely.
to Mammoth Cave, I'm gonna stay in the very far back, and then I'm gonna
Mhm.
start recording and let everybody ahead of me just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be interference and stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, you two have some really really good areas to check out. I mean, the history of Connecticut by itself. I mean, you know, half of the early 5 years of Ghost Hunters was actually filmed in Connecticut.
Oh
You know,
really?
yeah, because they ran out of places in Rhode Island where they're from.
Huh.
You know, so they spent the next 4 seasons, you know, poking around all the farms and stuff in Connecticut.
I missed that show. I used to watch it all the time.
Mhm. It's back, but it's not quite the same. You know,
Yeah. Well, you got Jason, you got Steve, and you got what was it? Tango.
Tango, yeah, Dave
Yeah,
Tango.
you got those three. You don't have and you don't have Grant no more, and you don't have the rest of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the bunch pretty much split off. But didn't Grant
Mm-hmm.
go to that hotel?
Yeah, they still own that place up there in Vermont. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's absolutely haunted. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah. And actually, it's a place where oh, what's his name? The Green Mountain Boys. They got founded at that hotel.
I don't
Uh,
remember them.
Revolutionary War. I want to say Thomas Paine, but it's not. Adams. No, I'll probably think of it before we get done. But uh, around my area, okay, in Northwest Illinois, okay, I'm right underneath the nose of the map of Iowa. So if you look
Okay.
at Iowa, it has that gigantic nose. We're right under the nose. We're the
Okay.
nostril. Okay.
All right.
It's kind of the neat little thing that we're the only part of the Mississippi that runs east to west for any length of time. Okay. And we've got 30 miles of east west river. So it's a thing where we're kind of special here. Weather kind of goes north and south of us. And it's a case where spiritually, the Indians here locally, the Sauk Indians, they were originally from around where Dave is from, but they got pushed out by the Iroquois, and so the Sauk and their cousins, the Fox, settled here. And this is an area that the largest river island in the country is now Rock Island Arsenal, and it's the largest military arsenal in the U.S. Armed Forces, and it sits not 5 blocks away from me. Well, that was not only their happy hunting grounds where they think the Great Spirit used to be, but that's where they used to have all their parties to get married, stuff like that. So that's sacred ground to them.
Oh,
Well, today we've got that military, you know, it's a factory, you know, it makes weapons, you know, but it has a national cemetery. And during the Civil War, it was the second worst uh, prison camp for the Confederates in the country. So next to Andersonville Prison, it was Rock Island Prison that more Confederates died from. And we have a huge Confederate cemetery here. So, I
yeah,
mean,
it's
we
like
have.
that mental hospital I was in. It was Civil War hospital. When I left that place, it told me
Mhm.
it was Civil War. That's what those little shadow people I was looking at. They was little soldier men. Is what
Yep.
they was.
Yep. And if you are associated with a Civil War battlefield or with a military installation, the energy there is totally different than your average haunt. You know, that's why Gettysburg is so infamous. You know, they got stuff going on during the day. You know,
Oh, yeah, I imagine. So I know there's several times, or not several, I'm gonna say one or two times that me and my dad used to go down the road and we'll see military soldiers. I said, Dad, there's a show going on. Let's go check it out. There's soldiers in the field. They were spirits. Me and Dad both
absolutely.
seen them, and they started marching, and all of a sudden they just disappeared right in front of us. Dad said, "Come on, it's over. Let's go."
Yep. And I don't doubt that one bit, because the commander's quarters, they call it quarters 1 at Rock Island Arsenal. That is where the highest ranking official for the installation used to live. They can't live there now. It's the second largest private home that's owned by Uncle Sam. It's the next biggest is the White House. Okay.
Yeah.
Quarters 1 is over 25,000 square feet of mansion. My ex roommate used to be the head housekeeper there, and she was telling stories about how things would fly around during the day, furniture would move by themselves, and they had 3 different investigating groups that were allowed in there when it became a museum. They got chased out. So, I mean, that place, just that one place on that entire island, it's a very powerful, spiritual and paranormal place.
A lot of those people's been going to that Skinwalker Ranch. I'm real curious. I like to go out there, but I don't want to ghost hunt out there. I just want to go look at it and feel the energy.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people don't realize that it's actually on the Ute Indian Reservation. That was actually purchased by that fellow from Utah. I think his name is Farrell, and Steve Farrell, I think is his name, and he's the current owner. And he had to, basically lock the entire ranch down because people were coming onto the property trying to, do something,
Yeah.
And it's like, are you nuts? I mean, things were bad enough with the paranormal stuff, and now you're trying to provoke it.
Oh yeah. I don't know
So.
if those are spirits or they aliens. Because man, they got a lot of proof on UFOs. You know what I'm saying?
The Indians will tell you that it is beings from another realm. The Utes are a branch of what used to be called by the Navajos, they call them the Anasazi. That's the ancestors to the Pueblo Indians. And Utes and Pueblos are kind of like cousins. Utes are north, Pueblos are south. And it's a case where they said that these are beings from another version of Earth, what they call second Earth, and they are tricksters. They are not nice, they are not evil, but they are about themselves. And it's this selfishness, this trickery that you're seeing there, where one minute it's a UFO, next minute it's a dog man, next minute it's something invisible that's crunching up your car,
Yeah.
something mutilating your cow, and it's creepy because it's been going on for over 100 years. There's another place like that. I think it's called the Bradshaw Ranch, and it's northeast of Sedona in Arizona. And that property is now owned by the University of Northern Arizona, of all things. And they call it an agricultural lab. Well, I don't know what they're growing up there, but it's nothing but a bunch of cactus and rattlesnakes, But I think there's a whole bunch of other stuff out there too. And skinwalkers are examples of that. Those are evil spirits that take over medicine men, and that's why they're called skinwalkers, because they change their skin. Have you ever seen something like that?
No, I haven't seen no. I don't know. Only evil I ever seen was the shadows people who likes going through you. That's about the only evil thing I really saw in my lifetime. Now,
Well,
I mean, I have seen dice throwing, stuck in walls. Okay, it's time to go the other way. You can have this spot. I won't bug you in this spot. I'm gonna go in here in this room, and nothing will happen. Just stay out of that one room. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I stayed out of that one room, everything was okay.
Well, you know, I can caution the chatters and ourselves here on the panel that, you know, we're not experts. We have just experienced certain things, and those things are the only things that we can refer to, you know, as quote unquote experts. Why? Because we lived through them, you know. But at the same time, there are answers that are out there. And when you see something that is pure evil, whether it's a shadow person, whether it's the devil himself, I can only say I have seen him. I've encountered him once, and it's an experience that I never want to have again, because it made me feel sick. I felt like I was dying. Luckily, I had some protection there that was very powerful, and it was something that was so powerful it threw me 10 feet across a room and out the archway of the sanctuary that I was in. The bright flash that I saw two beings that were fighting. That's the only way I can say it.
You know what? I know where a house is that I can walk down this old coal mine, and when you get to a certain area, you know how like you got eyes feel like they're watching you?
Yep.
Okay, well, this house feels like it's watching me every move I do. It feels like the house is watching me, not someone in the house looking out watching. Does that make sense?
Absolute sense.
Okay, because, man, I thought my mind was going crazy when I walked down and I saw that. And I said, man, there's something there. I'm going to go check it out. Me and my nephew went over there, and all of a sudden we heard something. I said, all right, I'm going to get you home where you're safe. I'm not worrying about me. I might go back and check this out. And I didn't go back, but I want to go back. I want to get permission to go in that house.
I approach situations like that on 3 levels. First of all, you want to make sure that there's nobody shacking up in there, you know, a squatter. You don't want to make sure that it's an old person that's just shut into that house and they left everything, you know, fall apart. Or that there is something truly evil there that is literally, you know, sucking down the energy of that entire landscape around there. And if you feel that
there ain't no other houses around it, probably in maybe a quarter of a mile away is probably the closest house. But this don't even have electricity run to it. That's how far it's out in the middle. But the house is in good shape. That's what's weird. It's really in damn good shape for old as it is. And it's on these little rock piles, like the house sits on. You can tell it's old. They don't have the foundation. It's got the little rock piles underneath of it. There ain't no basement. There ain't nothing like that. But my God, you can feel the energy just walking past it. And you don't even have to get near the house at all. There's no lights running to it. And you can't see this house from the road at all. The only way you know it's there, you have to know it's there. That's the only way.
I think that pull, that feeling that you're not at ease when you walk by that place, I think that's the pull. That's that negativity that you're hearing, and there is something there, and it might not be something nice. So if you're gonna go in numbers, carry some protection, both spiritual and otherwise, and you know what I'm talking about otherwise. And that way you can handle any in-body or out-of-body problems that you encounter. You know,
when I have to go to that lady also and find out who owns it and see if I can get permission to stay a couple of nights and see what's there.
It would be worth asking. All the owner can say is no.
Exactly. That's all they can say is no.
I mean, if the coal mine, for instance, if that's the caretaker's house, fine. You know, it's like tell them, you know, hey, you know, I've been in the area before, and not to say that we're, you know, causing any trouble or anything, but I just wanted to let you know I've had a bad feeling about that place the entire time I've been by it. You know, just be honest with them that far. They should.
Well, see, I don't want to take anyone with me. I want to go by myself, so there's not going to be no interference with anyone. You know, like someone might be in the other room or outside, they might have sneezed, or you might have heard something, but you didn't know if it was the guy outside or what's inside. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go with someone. I want to go by myself.
If you go by yourself, then I really would recommend you do it before noon, and you do it on a nice calm day. Okay.
Well, see, I don't know anybody who does ghost hunting. I don't know anybody besides what I met on here. But how many people's gonna? If I could get permission to go, who wants to go with me?
I think both Dave and I would both go with you if we were in the area, but you know, we're across the country from you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Who's close to me that wants to go ghost hunting if I could go get permission from this place?
Do you have Instagram or Facebook?
I got Facebook, but I don't have Instagram. I don't understand Instagram. I tried that once. It's a lot of reading. I'm not very good at reading.
Yeah, it's mostly now, you know, sexy pictures, but that's neither here nor there. But Facebook, if you post, say, look up a couple of the paranormal, say Kentucky paranormal, and see if there's somebody that's in your part of Kentucky. See if they would be willing to come down, maybe buy them lunch or something like that, you know, and see if they what they say. You know, especially if you get somebody that's really experienced, you can benchmark what they're going to experience.
See, I do know one person because I scared him because he had his ghost quit, but I don't know if he'll go back with me because when I tell him there's spirits there, he's going to believe me now because he didn't before. You know what I'm saying? And he got scared. He was scared so bad he won't step back in that place. But
well, true. I think that you need,
but I don't know if he'll actually go with me because I done scared him once. Scared him bad enough that I haven't really seen him or he hasn't called me. I mean, we used to talk all the time, but he stayed the hell away from me.
Why don't you just hit him up and see what he says?
I'm going to have to go in my old town and go ask him. I'm only one county away from my town, but
there you go.
I don't know anything here in Henderson. I don't know anything about this place. I lived in Davis County for 47 years. I know pretty much the whole damn county there.
Oh, yeah.
I used to go hunting in the strip mines. They turn all the strip mines into houses and yards and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I used to hunt all that ground. I know what's there, but
yeah, we don't have mountains. We don't have mountains around here. Yeah, we have a ton of coal mines in our area too. Most of them are shut down at this point, but we have, like, when I grew up in a little town called Milan, read Milan, but it's named after the first name of one of the founders. In Milan, the next town over is Coal Valley, and they had coal out the wazoo in that place. And it's like you get into some of those mines out there, or those little hollers where those mines are, creepy as get out, even in the daytime.
Definitely creepy.
Oh yeah.
This house out in the middle of nowhere is creepy because there's nothing but trees. There's grass might come up to your knees. I don't think they ever cut the grass out there. If they do, I had to bush hog it, and I don't think they'd go over there because it's really, really a creepy looking place.
I definitely understand. That you're talking. I lived in that kind of area for years. But yeah, I'm going to need to jump off at this point, guys. My phone is really getting hot here. So before StreamYard kicks me off, thank you very much, George, for the great talk. I think that you have a great insight, and I would encourage you to keep learning. I think
okay, I will. I'll keep learning. It's just you're very interesting. You need to come to my channel so you come on my channel and talk to me, because you're the only person so far that's talked. Dave over, I don't know what happened to Dave. I see him in chat every once in a while, but
he's our shy brother.
Yeah, I know. I got two people that comes on my panels that are real shy and they just don't talk.
Oh, I'm still here.
See,
it's
not a problem.
But I'm looking up KYG. He's a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine down in Kentucky. But yeah, I find out he just changed his channel name.
Maybe put him in touch with George.
He used to go by Kentucky.
because I want to do something interesting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I go magnet fishing, I go metal detecting, I just go play around in the fields, I go check out the creeks. I like nature walks, but I want to go ghost hunt. I want to go to some of these creepy places that I know. I know that there's something there. You know what I'm saying? I just I like to have someone to go with me just to chat with me.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's always somebody that's out there that's closer than you think. And it's like, I didn't know that there were 3 different, paranormal groups in this area. I thought, hey, it was just me. I'm flapping in the breeze, but it's good to have, people, but anyway, I better get off and, Dave, thank you again for the invite, and you have yourselves a great evening, okay?
We have a good one, too.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to end this now.
Well, Dave, I didn't mean to take over your channel, bud.
You got to check him out. Yeah,
You've done pretty good, Dave. You've been on here for an hour and 48 minutes. I don't believe I'm still talking for an hour and 48 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, hopefully they'll fix this problem with the internet. Yeah, I might have to reboot my See if that straightens it out. I don't know.
Boot it, hit that little circle up there and hit restart. Reboot it for you. Hit the little 3 dot there. Hit that little round circle. Look like half. You hit it, and it'll reboot your thing. But
yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah, I got to restart it, see what happens. But yeah, check out the Ozark Paranormal.
If you want to restart, you go ahead. I'll sit right here.
I don't know where in Kentucky he lives, but he does a lot of paranormal investigations. I've known him for probably about 2 years now. But yeah, he just changed his name. He went by Kentucky Ghost Hunting a while ago. But yeah, he changed his name. Yeah, he changed his name without telling me. But yeah, he's a real good guy. Takes it. He really takes it serious too.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I got the link in the chat.
Okay, well, I had to drop down to get it because I can't get it while I'm up here.
Contact him. Always looking for
I wish I could understand how to do emails, but I'm not educated enough to figure that out yet.
Well, you can leave a comment in this chat.
All right, let me step down. I'll be back up here. I mean, I still got I straight saved the StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm gonna end anyway.
All right, well, let me get that down there real quick.
I'm gonna end this anyway. I got it. Yeah, it's like midnight here. So thank you for coming up. Good to see you up here, Tim and Mr. Bean. But anyway, thanks for everyone that came in tonight. Uh, I'll get this whole thing straightened out and things will get back to normal. But till next time, I'll talk to you all later. But yeah, check out Ozark Paranormal. He is a really good investigator. I've known him for, yeah, like I said, for 2 years. And he's collabed with quite a few friends of mine. So talk to everybody later. Good night.